Coming up on this episode of Coastin With Quayz, I visit one of my favorite parks, Carowinds, on a very busy Memorial weekend, and I get on some of my favorite rides, as well as get my first ride on the brand new Snoopy's Racing Railway. I also take a look at the plot of land where Nighthawk used to stand and talk about what I think will go there next. Watch the full episode to see my thoughts. Let's jump right in. What's going on, everyone? This is Quayz here, and today I'm coming at you from Carowinds in North and South Carolina. I'm excited to be here. The great news is that this weekend, which is Memorial Weekend, it's the first weekend in which Snoopy's Racing Railway is open. So hopefully I'll be able to get on that for the first 2 hours of the day. They're only allowing pass holders to get on. So let's get in the park and see if we can get on that. All right, I am in the park and I am walking on the state line, North and South Carolina. And I'm gonna make my way over to probably Thunder Striker or see if I can get to the Snoopy's Racing Railway. It is a holiday weekend, so I do wanna try to be pretty strategic about what I'm getting on today. There is a slight chance of rain today, so we'll see if that affects any operations or ride wait times and so forth. But after I get down here to the intersection, I'm gonna make my way to the left. All right, so I made my way over here to where Nighthawk once used to stand, and now it is a pile of rubble, and we can see all the footers. Now, just a little sneak peek, I will be back here later today to talk about what I think is going to go into this plot of land in the future. And I think it's going to be something big, but I want to get on some rides first, and then we'll come back here and we'll talk a little bit and take a little bit of a closer look. All right, I'm in the Thunder Striker gift shop, and they've got some Carowinds gear. I like this shirt that has Fury, Copperhead Strike, and Thunder Striker. They've also got some of these pretty cool tie-dye shirts, including one for the now defunct Nighthawk shirt. And I'm not gonna lie, I really dig the color scheme of that tie-dye shirt. More so than like the Fury shirt, even though Fury is a much better ride. I really dig these shirts that have the stats on it with the logos or the text with the ride. Those are really cool. I've been seeing those pop up for more and more rides. They also have the nano coasters for a bunch of rides. Here we have Afterburn, Nighthawk, as well as some others. All right, made it to the queue of Thunder Striker. It looks like it's pretty much a station wait or a walk-on, so I might try to get a couple of rides on this before I get on anything else, because this is likely going to be one of the rides with one of the longest waits later today. Get on.
Dominator.
So I just got 2 rides on Thunder Striker, and although the line appeared to be a little bit long, they are running 3 trains on that ride today. So they are prepared for the crowds today. Got on each time in like 7 or 8 minutes. So 2 rides in about 20 or 25 minutes, not bad at all. I stand by the fact that that is my favorite B&M Piper. I have not been on all of them, but it is fantastic. The airtime hills are sustained. You get great floater airtime. Front row's great. Back row, I did back row as my second ride today, and you get yanked down that drop. So super, super fun. The line for Snoopy's Racing Railway looked long. I'm gonna check it out. If it's really long, I'm gonna move to Afterburn. So let's go see. Here we go, entering Camp Snoopy. This park has done an absolutely amazing job on this area of the park. So I'm excited to see what the new area around the coaster looks like. And here we go, we've made it to the entrance. It's a long line, but it's pass holder preview only. So you gotta show them your season pass to get on until 12 o'clock.
This way. Not going that way.
This is so great. We don't know how this is going to go.
Inside the photo booth, they have all kinds of Camp Snoopy merch with Snoopy and Woodstock. So when you get off the ride, you can check some of that out as well as get your photo.
Prohibited. Thank you, and enjoy your ride around Camp Woodstock and the other campers are making
All right, there was a ride on Snoopy's Racing Railway, which means that is coaster credit 168. It was about a 40-minute wait, so I figured it was going to be a while today, but I gotta say, that was a really, really fun ride. It is, in my opinion, the perfect coaster to get kids excited about riding roller coasters. For one, it features 2 launches. They use drive tires, so they're not too punchy, but they're still a lot of fun. It's really smooth. It has a lot of twists and turns. It has theming and areas like sheds that you go through. So it's fun and dynamic for a kid. Also, it does 2 laps. So even though there was a long wait, great ride, I would definitely put your kids on that to get them into coasters. I am wasting no time getting over to Afterburn and Aeronautica Landing because today is a shorter visit, so I gotta get on the biggies. Afterburn is a great B&M invert, so hopefully the line is not too long on that, and I can get 1, maybe 2 rides on it. Let's see. Afterburn is so good. This ride does not get talked about enough. As far as B&M inverts go, it is really forceful, and they're supposed to be, but every element's forceful. I think the only part that's not is right towards the end of the ride, there's a little airtime hill, and then it goes into the corkscrew. That airtime hill is very floaty, but other than that, the inversions just hit on this ride. That 0G roll is even forceful, but my favorite part is probably the Batwing. I love how it just flips you around and then you go into a tunnel into the ground, so a lot of fun. It's gonna be 1 ride on Afterburn today because I gotta get on Copperhead Strike, and honestly, I'd rather get a couple rides on Fury if I can instead of getting more rides on Afterburn. So I think I'm gonna head through Aeronautica Landing and head over to Copperhead Strike. I mentioned that Afterburn's Batwing goes into a tunnel, and that's because it goes underneath the pathway of the south entrance of the park. So that's really cool. This entrance isn't really open often, which is a shame, because that would be so cool to walk through here. I'm sure back in the day when this was like the main attraction of the park, this was something really cool to do by walking through here, kind of how you walk through Fury now at the main entrance. I really love what they did with the Aeronautica Landing area of the park to fit this in with Afterburn. They really themed this up nicely, so I hope that more Cedar Fair, Six Flags parks continue to do this to really add to that theming element. I mean, even the Coca-Cola Refresh stations has an airplane on it. So cool.
Free to grab
Made it to Copperhead Strike. They're running multiple trains. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I see 2 on the brake run waiting to get back in the station. So hopefully the line is not too bad. Let's see if we can get on. Copperhead Strike is another great example of how Carowinds has really done a good job with theming, going with the whole steam pump idea. Okay, Copperhead Strike had about a 45-minute wait, so that's going to be one ride. But that is a great multi-launching coaster by Mock Rides. I think my favorite feature of the ride is that the restraints are just a bar. There's no comfort collar or anything, so you feel so free during this ride, and that's a great thing because the hang time on Copperhead Strike and the air time is both good. Okay, this ride's probably mostly about the hang time. In all 4 inversions, you get some great hang time. There's a couple little pops of ejector air time on some of the hills, but it's just like 1 or 2 sections. So, great ride. I think now I'm gonna make my way back to where Nighthawk used to stand, and let's talk about what I think is gonna go there in the future. All right, so I've made it back over here to where Nighthawk used to be. And here is what I'm thinking is going to happen with this plot of land. I think that this is going to be a massive B&M dive coaster. And here is why. I think it could be one of 2 things. I think it could be a tilt coaster by Vekoma or a B&M dive coaster. But I'm gonna go with a dive coaster because Vekoma tilt coasters are kind of new. We don't really know if they're going to be crowd pleasers or not yet, but we do know that B&M dive coasters are crowd pleasers, and this park gets a lot of attendance. So I think they're going to put something big here that a lot of people will enjoy. Also, if the Six Flags chain is going to put in another tilt coaster, I think it's actually going to go to King's Dominion because they took down Anaconda, and that area where the lake is would be perfect for a tilt coaster. They wouldn't put a dive coaster there because Busch Gardens Williamsburg has Griffin, and that's only about an hour away from King's Dominion. So that's what I think is going to go here. We'll have to wait and see what happens. In the distance here, you can see the construction area for what will most likely be the new water ride here at Carowinds. So it's said that this park is going to get a record-breaking water ride in 2026 near Fury. Well, I think it'll be near Fury, but we'll have to see what that announcement will be soon. I've made it back to where Fury and Hurler are, and it looks like it's going to be a ride on Fury. I probably won't get on Hurler today because I don't have time, but that's all right. I'd rather give up Hurley for Fury any day of the week. All right, I'm gonna do the old walk and talk to finish out the day here. Just got a ride on Fury and it was fantastic. Got stuck in the station though because it broke down. So I had to wait for them to fix it and then I could finally go and then got off the ride. It's as good as it's always been. It's fast, it's relentless, but it's so balanced. There's air time, there's positive forces, there's laterals, there's speed, there's an amazing drop. It's everything you want. So that's Fury, and it's its 10th year, so celebrating a milestone in that regard. Overall, today was a good day. Operations for the most part were running pretty smooth, except for Fury breaking down and me getting stuck there. But other than that, pretty good. It is crowded, but it's Memorial Weekend, so I expected that. So that's going to be it for today. So until next time, keep on coasting.